our piece for today.
Okay.
Today we are talking about verbs. So, you can tell me what is a verb?
A verb, in short,
Yes.
is a word
Mhm.
that tells the time about something happening from someone. For example, you say Jamie ate, for example, a hot dog. Jamie is the subject. What did he do? The verb tells us that he ate. So it tells us what action did the subject do during that
Yeah.
time.
Yes. The verb is a word that shows an action. But actually, we've got linking verbs. So we've got stative verbs. Verbs has no action. Like what? I feel happy, for example. Feeling here does not express any action. So I can generalize saying a verb expresses an action and stop here because we cannot apply this rule for 100% of the verbs we have in English language. So to generalize, a verb is a word that shows an action, state, or an event. And to define the verb in a good way, the verb is the soul of English language because can you find a sentence without a verb? 99% of the sentences in English language uh, ha- have verbs. Sometimes when you've got declarative sentence, you should have a verb. When you've got interrogative sentence, you should have a verb. When you've got interrogative imperative sentence, you have to get in a verb. So, as I told you, 99% of the cases you've got to get a verb in the sentence, except for the exclamation sentence. Sometimes, in this case, you don't have a verb. For example, what a day. In the sentence, we have no verb, but you seldom find sentences like this. So, as I told you, 99% of sentences in English language must have a verb. That's why I told you the verb is the soul of English language. Okay, let's watch this presentation.
I finished the page.
You finished
Yes.
this
I
one?
saw it in the book. No, no, in the book.
Ah, yes, good, thank you. What is a verb? You can find a lot of definition to the word verb.
So
This is
continue.
one of the definitions of the verb. A verb is a word that shows an action, state, or event. It's an essential part of a sentence, and it's also known as the soul of English language. Examples: they study English grammar. Studying here is an action verb because while you are studying, you are writing down, you are you are reading, you are you are doing an action, you're doing something, you're moving at least your hand to write down or to stare the pages of the book. So anyhow, you are going to do something. So studying here is an action verb. We sleep at night. Actually, the word sleep does not express an action. That's why it's a stative verb. We celebrate Eid. Celebrating here is expressing an event. Kinds of verbs. You've got the regular verbs. Regular verbs are verbs that has a rule while you are conjugating these verbs. For example, if you want to get the past tense of this verb, you're going to add ed at the end of it. For example, saying play, play it, play it. So this is a regular verb because when you try to get the past tense, you added ed, and when you try to get the third conjugation, so you added ed, play it. So they are they are regular verbs because they have rule. Some other verbs don't have rules. They are about 150. The most common are 100 of these 150. So later on, I'm going to get you a list with these irregular verbs, except for the yes.
I can see your screen.
Refresh
You
the
can,
page.
yep. And I told you that the irregular verbs have no rule, so we have to study them by heart. For example, when you are saying the verb cut, what is the past tense of cut? I've got nothing in English called cut it. This is non-standard English. The past tense of cut's cut. In the third conjugation is also cut. So it's cut, cut, cut. Another verb shut, 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 shut. Put, put, put. Another verb run, ran, run. Become, became, become. Um, so what's the rule in here? I don't have a rule in here. Transitive verb, excuse me, linking verb is a verb that links parts of the sentence. That's why we said it's a linking verb. Like verb to be, for example, am, is, are, was, were. Linking verb like verb to have. Linking verb like what? Uh, Verbs that expresses feelings. I feel good. It sounds great. The transitive verbs are verbs that take an object. We call them transitive verbs. Like what? Like the students studied the lesson. So the lesson here is an object to the verb study. So study is a transitive verb because it takes an object. But when I'm saying Ali slept in here, did not take any objects. That's why it's intransitive. So the transitive verb takes an object, but the intransitive verb takes no object. Finite verb. Well, actually, the finite verb, we know the subject of this verb. Non-finite verb or infinite verb, we don't know the subject of this verb. Well, let's highlight these points. Regular verb, a verb that is past second form and past participle, which is the third form, is made by adding d or ed. This is called as regular verbs. For example, walk, walked, walked, talk, talked, talked. I'm getting the second form or the third form. I'm adding ed. That's all. That's why it has a rule. So it's regular. Okay, guys. What about the verb go? Who can get me the second form and the third form? Hello.
What the verb?
The verb, yes, the verb go. What is the second form and the third form of the verb go?
Went, gone.
Yes. Went, gone. That's right. The verb, regular verbs actually, as I told you before, there is no rule for them. Just like what the verb break, for example. The second conjugation is broke, and the third one is broken. The verb drink. The second conjugation for this verb is drank, and the third one is drunk. The verb shut, 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 shut. Excuse me for this, it's a misspelled word. Short is hot. This is the past tense of the verb shoot. So this is not correct. It's shut, shut, not shot. Shut, shut, shut. So let's move to the next slide. But before this, before we discuss the linking verbs, I'd like to ask you for the conjugation of a verb. Who can tell me the past tense of the verb build?
Mr. Of what verb?
Build.
Built with the T with T.
Yes, build. And the third form is what? Built.
Built, yeah.
Yes, build. Okay. And the verb eat. What is the second and the third forms of this verb? Eat.
Ate,
Yes.
eaten, or eaten. No, eaten, eaten.
This is the third form. What about the second one?
Ate.
Ate. Eat, ate, eaten. Fine. What about the verb find? Who can tell me the second form and the third form for the verb find?
Found, found.
Yes, found, found. The verb forget. Second form and the third form for the verb forget.
Forgot, forgotten.
Not forget, it's forgive.
Forgave, for
Yes, forgave, forgiven.
forgiven.
Yes, fine. What is the third, the second, and the third forms of the verb uh, catch? Catch.
Caught.
Yes.
Catch it.
No. Come on. That's a common verb. You use it a lot.
Catch it.
No. It's an irregular verb.
Caught,
Caught,
caught.
caught, caught, caught.
Great. Thank you. And what about the verb bring?
What verb, mister?
Bring.
Rang, wrong.
No. Think again.
Mister, what's the verb again?
Bring. Bring.
Brought, broughten.
Broad. Broad. third form is broad, like the second one.
Okay.
Fine. The verb choose.
Chose, chosen.
That's right. Thank you. The verb dig. Dig. Who's that
Dog
brilliant
and duck.
student? Yes. The
Dog
second
and
form
duck.
is dug dug. That's right. Thank you. Okay, the verb here. The second form for the verb here is
Second form, heard, but third form, I don't know.
heard as well. But you think this is regular verb? Heard, heard. You think it's regular or irregular?
Irregular.
Yes, that's right. But we added D by the end of this verb. Well, actually, the rule says add ed except for the verbs that end with e. So in this case, you're going to add d. The verb here has no e at the end of it, and we just added d. That's why this is not regular verb. It's a regular verb. Okay, let's picture this slide. Let's get back to the presentation. Here, we are discussing the topic linking verb. Linking verb is a verb that links or
I can't
joins
see anything.
subject. You cannot see anything?
Yes.
Refresh the page. We can see
Yes,
it.
it's your own problem. Once again, the linking verb is a verb that links or joins the subject with another word in the sentence, which is called linking verb. Example, Ali was the winner of the race. So, Ali, the winner. And here I use the verb was to link Ali to the word to the noun winner. So Ali was the winner. That's why in here I'm talking about the verb was as a linker. So we call it linking verb. Just a minute. Coming in. So now you understand what is a linking verb. An example to linking verbs, we said that verb to be, verb to have, the sensation verbs. Another type of verbs, the transitive verbs. They are verbs that need objects to complete um, themselves. We call them transitive verbs. For example, I'm saying the boy stole. You're gonna say stole what? Did he steal money? Did he steal your bag? Did he steal something to eat? The boy stole what? We don't know. So we have to get a word after this verb in order to complete the meaning. So you can say the boy stole a bug. Here we've got a transitive verb because the verb cannot go like this without additional word or word group to shows you or to complete the thought or to complete the idea. Melinda sang a song or sang a solo. So when I'm saying Malinda sang, you're gonna ask me, sang what? An anthem, a song, solo. So in here, this verb takes an object that makes it a transitive verb. You understand this? When the verb needs more
Yes.
details, yes. So it's a transitive verb. The finite verb, we said that it's the type of verbs that we know the subject. So, for example, when we are saying they open the door, open the door here is a clear meaning. The subject is clear. It's they. But when I'm saying, for example, stand up, here I don't have the subject. That's why this is non-finite verb or infinite verb. To err is human. This is a wisdom. To err is human. So where is the verb in this sentence? We have no verb. Excuse me. We have no subject. Sorry. The verb in here is. But the subject is what? Do you know the subject of the sentence? To err is human.
think I think the verb is
Is the verb. I'm asking about the subject of this verb. The doer of this verb.
Human.
Human? No. Human is the predicate.
to err.
To err? No. Actually, the subject in here is vague. We don't know who is the subject for this sentence. That's why it's infinite verb or non-finite verb. This year, India is the team to beat. To beat. To beat modifies the noun team. So simply as I told you, the difference between the finite verb and the non-finite verb is the subject. Is it clear? You know the subject. So we've got finite verb. If you don't have the subject or don't know who is the subject of this verb, so this verb is non-finite or infinite. The next slide, gerund. What is a gerund? Can you tell me, guys, what is the
It's a
gerund?
verb from the used as a noun and it ends with ing.
That's right. It's a verb ending in ing. Example, talking. Talking is a verb. Talk. It consists of the verb talk plus ing. Talking. Talking is not allowed in the study hall. So here, the word talking is a gerund. Here we are using the word talking as a noun. Talking is. So the thing that is in this sentence is talking. So talking here is the door of the verb. And it acts as the subject for this sentence. Talking is not allowed in the study hall. The verb mood. Actually, the verb mood indicates the attitude of the speaker. If he wants to give an order or to ask a question or um, to tell a piece of information. So the mood of the verb once again indicates the attitude of the speaker. The mood could be indicative, imperative, subjective, or infinitive. Mood is the form of the verb that shows the mood or manner in which thought is expressed. Verbs moods is a classification that indicates the attitude of the speaker. Okay. As for the imperative mood of the verb, so the verb in here gives an order when it's in infinitive. So we're going to find to plus the verb in its base form. To talk is the solution of the problem. For example, so to talk in here is infinitive. Imperative, when I'm saying open the door, for example, so this is imperative sentence. It's a command, so it's imperative. The indicative sentence, it's actually a statement, could be a question, denial, or assertion sentence. This is for what? For the indicative. For the subjunctive mood, it's a hypothetical or contrary to fact. We always find it in the wish sentences, in the conditional ones, especially that ones that expresses something hypothetical or not real. For example, if I were a king, you'd be a minister. So here, I'm not going to be a king. So this is hypothetical situation. In this hypothetical situation, the mode of the verb in here is subjunctive. That's why you find it I were, not I was. If I were a king, not if I was a king. That's why this is it. This is the subjunctive mood. Okay. So right now, let's move to our book for today. Well, please turn your books to page number 3 in the grammar section. Can you get this page?
Yes, yes.
Good. Practice A, identifying action verbs. Read each sentence, underline the action verb. Example, Frank ate too many hot dogs. The answer is Frank ate too many hot dogs and he underlined the word ate. Ate in here is the action verb. Okay, this is the example. The exercises. Number 1. Linda works as a writer. So, where is the action verb in here? Is it Linda works or writer? We are
Works.
following, yes, we are following the word that expresses an action. Here it's the verb works. That's right. Sentence number 2. Remy cries for his bottle. So where's the action verb in here? Is it Remy cries or bottle?
Cries.
Yes, cries. Thank you. 3. The children ate a lot of popcorn. So where's the action verb in here? Is it children ate a lot of or popcorn?
8.
Ate.
A.
Thank you. Yes, great. 4. Dave owned a car dealership. Where's the action verb in here? Is it Dave
On.
owned car dealership? Okay. 5. Jessica rides her skateboard to school. Is
The
it
action
Jessica
verb
rides skateboard or school?
rides.
Yes, it's right. hotshot. Facts B. Identifying linking verbs. Read each sentence, underline the linking verb. Example, Alan is unhappy. The correct answer in here is is. Is expresses a linking verb. Fine. Number one, Valley is his wife. Where is the linking verb here? Is it Valley? Is it is or wife?
is
Yes, thank you. Evelina sounds hoarse.
Sounds.
Yes, sounds good. Number three, his brother became a lawyer. So brother became or lawyer
Became.
became. Thank you. Four, Don felt stronger after working out. Is the linking verb in here Don? Is it lived? Sorry, felt. Is it stronger? Is it working?
Felt.
Felt.
Felt. Thank you. Number five, his mother was very disappointed. Is
Was.
it mother? Yes, was disappointed. Yes, it was. We still have 3 minutes for this period to end. So let's answer practice 3. Practice C. Distinguishing between action verbs and linking verbs. Underline the verbs in the following sentences. Then write whether the verb is an action verb or a linking verb. Example, she waits at the corner. Waits in here is the verb and it's an action verb because to wait means you're going to do something. Maybe you're going to stand up waiting or you're going to sit down waiting. So you're going to do an action. That's why the action verb in here is waits, or the verb in here is an action verb, which is waits. Number one, after going to the dentist, she felt better. Where's the verb in here and what?
She. Felt. Felt.
Yes, felt. And what type of verbs do we have in here? I mean, the verb
Action.
Linking.
linking. The verb feel actually is one of the sensation verbs, so it's a linking verb. Number two, the team won first place. Where's the verb
One.
in here? Yes, won, which is the
Linking.
past tense of win. Do you think so?
Action.
Yes, because
It's an
it
action
links the
verb.
fact that they won first place.
No, this verb expresses an action. It's not linking parts of the sentence. You know what? Of course, you know the linking verbs. They are as we said before, they are verb to be, verb to have. They are the sensation verbs, um, the verb sound, the verb appear. So maybe you have just 20 verbs. You know them, or you have to know them by heart. The verb win expresses an action because to win something, you're going to do something. You're going to do an action to win. You're not gonna sit back doing nothing and win first place. Number three, Lindsay, Lindsay was upset after the argument. So where's the verb here?
Was.
Yes. Is it action or linking?
Linking.
Yes, linking. Tara is his little sister. Where's the verb?
Is. It's linking.
Yes, linking. And the last sentence in here is the baseball team celebrated at the Italian restaurant.
Celebrated action.
Celebrate. Action.
Yes, celebrated means an action verb. Okay. Right now, guys, you have a break for 5 minutes, and we're going to get back to the next period. It's uploaded on Cluster, so you have to enter the new one. Now, you can take a break of 5 minutes. See you after 5 minutes. See you then. Assalamu alaikum.